Obviously, look at the weather. It's obviously great weather up here, and obviously been here for a family holiday for the last couple of weeks. So didn't think when I got off the plane at the Gold Coast 2 weeks ago that I'd be staying here. But yeah, obviously pumped to be getting a chance at the Lions.
Do you think it's a chance to get out of the fishbowl, the publicity that follows you in Melbourne?
Yeah, it does follow me a fair bit, and I think coming up here, which is obviously Queensland's not a number one is their football, and I think rugby league's the number one sport here, so it'd be good to shy away from that a little bit and just enjoy time with my family, I suppose, and just make football my sole concentration, which would be good for me.
Brendan, there's fairly damning allegations out this morning of sexual harassment against a Melbourne reporter. What have you got to say about that?
Yeah, we've heard that. I think on Brownlow night, as I stated in my statement when the Blues were putting me up for trade, that I pretty much made a dick of myself that night. Obviously had too much to drink, and I don't think I missed too many people that night. And I've apologised to the AFL, to the club, to my supporters, to the players, to other media people that were there, and I want to express my deep sorriness again, because it was absolutely disgusting, my behaviour, and when you look at it on the video, like I've been into trouble a little bit over the time, and you never really see what's happened, and to watch those tapes of the footy show and stuff, you just look at it and think that's not, you don't want to be that person, and you don't ever want to be back there again, because it was quite embarrassing, and it just wasn't good behaviour, and you don't wish that upon anyone. And hopefully now we come up here and got a newborn that's about to be coming to the world in December, and I've got my 2 little girls and my wife obviously up here, so we'll start a new life with the Lions, and really looking forward to it.
Did you apologise to the reporter involved?
I apologise to everyone, and that was in my statement. I apologise to all the people that needed to be apologised to on the night.
Have you received much support today from some of the other Lions players about your swap?
Yeah, I was just saying that to Vossy then. I've received the first text message off Daniel Rich, and he said looking forward to you coming to the club and hitting you on the throat, so on the chest. So that was a nice little message to get from a gun midfielder. So, and I've had a few of the other boys text, and obviously the Carlton boys as well have texted and said that they're sad to see me go, which does make you a little bit sad. But you look, I've left Carlton probably on being my own fault. I think the Carlton Footy Club's obviously given me a great life and set me up. I've been there for 11 years. I wanted to be a one-club player. I wanted to play 200 games there, and I used to always walk through the hall, and Lance Whitney was the last player to play 200, and I always thought that I'd be the next one there. And through my own fault, that's not going to happen. And the footy club, they stood by me through everything, and I owe them a lot. And I'm quite sad that I'm leaving Carlton Footy Club, and I think especially to the supporters who have stood by me over the last 10 years, and it's pretty emotional. I sat in the shower this morning, and once it all went through, and sort of looked back and sort of felt that wasn't really happening. But hopefully I'm going to catch up with the boys when I get back, and we'll go out for lunch. And yeah, the Carlton Footy Club have obviously were fed up with everything, and you don't blame them. They had their hands tied, and I think we're both pretty sad to see each other go. But we come to the Brisbane Lions now, and it's a fresh start, and it's exciting.
Brendan, you mentioned that you'd be leaving the fishbowl in Melbourne, but on the flip side, there's only one team up here, so there's not another 700, 400 players to share the load. You know, like you probably watched as closely here as you would have been there. Are you prepared for that?
Hopefully you blokes will leave me alone a little bit up here, and I can just go about playing footy, hopefully.
What about the choice of this place, wet and wild? Is it fair to say, you've left the wild ways behind you, perhaps?
Yeah, hopefully I have left the wild times behind, and I'm 28 now. I've got to grow up a little bit, so hopefully this change brings that. That's going to be a great opportunity with your family and come up here. It's beautiful weather, and with obviously a new baby coming and stuff, but this was planned because we've got a brother-in-law and that up here, so this was planned for today, and we thought a deal might have got done a little bit earlier, but they go home tomorrow, so we thought we'd just get it done here and get it out of the way.
What would you say to the Brisbane fans? Can they put their trust behind you?
I've got to earn a lot of trust, especially with Vossy and the coaching staff and the players. Like, I'm going into a new club as a new recruit, and been at another club for 11 years. You watch those blokes come in, and I just got to be humble and go about my business and and hopefully footy does all the talking for me. My last 4 or 5 years have been pretty good in footy terms, so if I can just do that and not be a dickhead out of the footy field, I think everyone will be happy, hopefully.
Michael, as far as club-wise concerned, we showed in the first final this year that you're leaving Carlton to go to Brisbane, but you're not losing anything. I mean, Carlton's on the rise, and yet so are the Lions of the club going forward.
Yeah, I spoke to Vossy about that over a coffee yesterday. I said the Blues probably should have won that game, but yeah, I didn't think that leaving the Gabba that night would be my last game for Carlton, and I'd play there next year. But the Lions finished 6th last year and have really drafted well. Buchanan, Staker, Rains, Xavier Clark, who's coming off a knee, and they're all exciting players. And to be playing in a forward line with Brown and Bradshaw, who I played with in the state game, it sounds pretty good.
Like, we were aware